ET Final Score is brought to you by Ashley Furniture. Welcome to ETFinalScore.com, your source for all the highlight stats and stories and scores from around East Texas high school football, with your host, Eric Sullivan.
What's up, everybody? We are in week 3 of the high school football season. District play is getting close. Troup at ARP was the big one tonight. That's where our Emily Gagnon will join us in just a few minutes as the the ARP Tigers Troup Tigers stunned ARP tonight. We also got the Tyler Paper guys from the ETFinalScore.com website. They'll be calling in as well. Big Zach Spears in studio to break down some of the other games. You can be a part of this show by simply going to our Twitter page at ETFinalScore.com. There it is, the live version right there. You can join in, give us some stats. Excuse me, I'll get it out here in a second, and some scores, or shoot us a text at 903-216-7290. ARP and Troup haven't played in 3 years. I said this all week. It needs to be a law that these two play each other. The Battle of the Tiger. Tonight they were back on, a lot on the line to Bill Harrington Stadium. We go. There's your Troup Tigers, all white, and there are your ARP Tigers in their maroon on maroon. Now this is an interesting play here to start off this ball game, as the ARP Tigers are just pinned way back into their end zone, but they give it to Mike Potts. Makes a nice little jab step move right there, and he is off to the races. Folks, that is a 95-yard touchdown. It looks like the ARP Tigers are making a statement early. ARP would go for 2 right here to try to get the 8-0 lead on the fake here, but it's not going to happen. Jeremy Shelton stopped just short of the end zone, so it's 6-0 ARP in this one. All right, it's time for the Troup Tigers to get to work. Blake Lynch to Hitachi Lydia for the nice gain right there. Move the sticks. Then John Lynch is going to toss it back to Marcus Kincaid. He gets into the end zone. 7-6, Troup Tigers with the lead. They're loving every minute of this. Good defense now by the Troup Tigers. Almost a bat down interception by Wesley Thompson. He wishes he had that one back, but a great play coming here by the Troup Tigers. Lynch going to talk it back, to which toss it back to his guy. That's another Troup Tiger touchdown. They go into the end zone, and just like that, 13-6, Troup stunning ARP right now. More Tigers. Lynch on the quarterback keeper, doing a great job of getting his guys set up inside the red zone. This time he's going to go back to his guy, Mr. Hitachi Lydia, for the big gain, and now our Kincaid would get it in there for the score. 20-6 at this point. That's your halftime score. And you know what? Troup never ever recovered. I'm sorry, ARP did not. So 33-13 your final. Troup gets the win. Emily Gagnon was at this game. She will join us in just a moment with reaction with Coach Alexander and the Troup stars of the game. All right, let's get to Class 5A now. The Robert E. Lee Red Raiders have had 3 hard-fought games in a row, but unfortunately, they've come up empty in all 3 of them. Last week, losing to their arch rival 21-0, that to JT. But you had a feeling tonight that something big was going to happen. And there it is. Raleigh Poster, first play of the game, deep shot to Bryce Wilkerson. Robert E. Lee touchdown. Bill Coates going crazy on the mic tonight. How about some defense? This is going to be C.J. Thompson getting in and getting the quarterback, Cleet Norton, for the huge loss. And then, hey, when all else fails, give it to LaQuintus Wallace. He has just been banged up all his career. He gets enough for a 49-yard field goal setup, and Lumi Kaba got it. 49 yards. I think he's going to be kicking in college someday. Marcus White, little but, hey, effective, just running through that Tiger defense. Hey, I mentioned Raleigh Poster. This guy, the next great quarterback for Robert E. Lee. Look at him fighting for yards. He gets an extra 6 after getting hit at the line of scrimmage. Then he would set up the screenplay right here to LaQuintus Wallace, and look out. Nice stiff arm right there. Gets it up the left side. He gets it inside the 20, and then Raleigh's going to hit Marquiston Williams here all the way across the field. Look at Marquiston here. Woo! What a move right there. Now, Lee would turn the ball over, and this just happened before halftime. Cleet Norton to Trayvon Walker. 50 yards, folks. That made it 10-7, but I tell you what, Lee turned it on in the second half. That is wrong. That is the wrong score. Robert E. Lee wins 23-7. Big win for them. Let's go back out to Rose Stadium where we have Chris Perry from the Tyler Paper and ETFinalScore.com website. Chris, before we get to Raleigh Poster and LaQuintus Wallace, talk about the second half. Really, really good football by the Lee Red Raiders.
Yeah, the defense played immense, and really it was the defense that turned this whole game because it's 10-7 in the fourth quarter. Texas High's got the ball. Lumi Kaba had a good punt, pinned them back down at the 10-yard line, and the quarterback rolled out made the cardinal sin, trying to throw back across his body to the middle of the field. And there was Spencer Borrell waiting for the easy interception. And that set up Lee's first touchdown with Poster getting the quarterback sneak. Then on the ensuing kickoff, they fumbled the kickoff return, and Patrick Udofia for Lee was very grateful and pounced on the ball for the fumble recovery, and that set Lee up again. Then LaQuintus Wallace, who ran real hard all night long, finally got some reward and got into the end zone for all his hard work, cut back for a 7-yard touchdown, and that was really the ball game. That pretty much put it out of reach.
Chris, let's talk about Raleigh Poster here. This is a young man. I think we found the starting quarterback for Robert E. Lee, right?
Well, he's the starting quarterback, but they're working both guys. They're working Jordan Richardson in a kind of a wildcat thing, which gives him a different wrinkle running the football. But Poster showed he can run the football a little bit out of that fake and run up the middle as well. So I think they're going to use both guys.
Hey, Chris, he showed his arm off on that 65-yard touchdown strike for sure, right?
My goodness, I bet he could have mailed it. The kid was so wide open. They faked the entire defense out. And Poster, of course, on a play like that, you're just thinking, oh, man, hopefully Wilkerson doesn't drop the ball. Because when you're that wide open, it's almost tough. You just want the ball to get to you as soon as possible. Perfect pass, perfect play, perfect start for Robert E. Lee, and win number 1 of the season.
All right, Chris, we could talk about this one all night, but we've got to get to some other games. Great job there giving us the details on that one. How about Longview at Lufkin? Lufkin's own the Lobos, not tonight. 45-14. Coach King, never count out the best coach in East Texas. They rallied for a huge win at Lufkin, 45-14. Now, the John Tyler Lions, of course, now in Class 4A, but they were taking on one of their old 5A foes tonight on the road to Mesquite Horn. Here's your final score in this one. It was tight, but JT comes out on top, 35-30, your final score. Harold Wilson, of course, covers the John Tyler Lions. He joins us now on the phone. Harold, sweat this out one a little bit, right? But JT gets it done.
Yeah, it was one of those where they really had to pull together on all around to get this 5-point win. Greg Ward went out for about 10 minutes in the second half. Tigers Bowser did a little bit of everything tonight. He played quarterback, actually called a go-ahead touchdown pass, came back with a key sack. Greg Ward comes back. He threw that touchdown pass to Bowser, then he scored on a 31-yard run late to put JT up 35-24, and JT pulled it out.
Harold, real quick, JT, of course, gearing up for, Class 4A district play there. These 5A games only going to help the Lions, of course, especially when you got a tight one like tonight.
Oh, exactly. This was a good test for John Tyler. They're not going to see a lot of teams with this kind of offense, with this kind of depth. It was a very, very good test. Mesquite Horn had an athletic, mobile quarterback. I think John Tyler's gearing up right now, and they're doing it, all the way around. The key guys got hurt tonight, but they really pulled together. Defense made stops when they need it. Offense made plays when they need it.
All right, thank you, Harold. 35-30. JT gets it done on the road at Horn. All right, now we're going to go back out to Emily Gagnon, who was at that Art Troup game all night long. Emily joins us from Harrington Stadium. What a treat for Troup tonight to get it done.
Troup
Here's Emily with
comes to
that
Art
action.
and beats them 33-13 this year in the Battle of the Tigers. I'm joined by Troup head coach Dennis Alexander. Coach, once again, you guys won. How does it feel?
Well, it feels really good. It's a huge game. I mean, Art's got a great program, and so it was really big. We played really well in every phase of the game.
What's the strength of this team, Coach?
Right now, it's really good balance and great unity. We're solid in the kicking game. We're solid on offense, and we're very solid on defense. And so it's really a great group. I think the team's got great unity.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good job tonight. Let's talk to Blake now. Talk about tonight's game. 5 touchdowns. How does it feel?
It feels good to come out here and beat a rival. We know all these guys, and just to play against them and get a win, nothing like it.
How much does this game mean to both schools and you guys getting the win?
It means a lot. It's, it's a rival. You got to come out here and play your butts off and win.
Thank you so much. Good job tonight. All right, Troup wins against ARP 33-13. Eric, back to you.
All right, thank you, Emily. It's time to get a quick break in here on the ETFinalScore.com football show. Twitter is wide open at ETFinalScore, and that's right, they do that down in Jacksonville. Henderson in town. Highlights next.